Yeah. It's a matchup you always win. The one where you touch grass and go outside and don't play guilty your accent core plus R. Otherwise, you end up trying to learn this game and working harder on it than you did college, which is entirely irrelevant to this recording. Let's pretend that didn't just get said. Tell them don't play this game, but you can't help. Yes, exactly. This is how fighting games work. So, on which note, I will start the recording. Say first off, let me see what this man has posted recently. David Act 4. I forget if I've played against him before. Neutral, all combos and no brain. I would argue with the combos part. Take a look at my replays. General and MU advice. Well, I'm not gonna give general advice because general advice is too general. Because you're someone who's looking to improve, and because you've already gone past the learning curve of like, basically understanding the game, you need more specific advice. So I will do my best to give that while I'm not the finest player around. I think after giving these like a cursory look while shooting the shit with my roomie, I can confidently say I've identified like one or 2 points at least, right? You could definitely stand to improve. So that's it. Brown Star 2D is great against Anji. Actually. Now, lots of Anjis, like the smart Anjis, will round start with 5p if they see you doing that stuff. And round start is also just a very entropic place in general where random bullshit happens. But I like 2D as an option because it fucks stuff up, especially against this rando Anji who's kind of a noob, honestly. But off of that counter hit, you can usually link 2p. I'm pretty sure you know that though. In that specific case, I'm pretty sure you couldn't. You know what? Let me take control of this real quick. Let me actually. There we go. Yeah, like that. Something like that. Anyways, yes. You see that you can follow up off of that. Just take note that when the following up off of counter hit 2D is great. It's a little bit of an awkward conversion, but it's great opportunity to practice 2P PPU, which is a link that you should have down because even if it's a one-framer, it's extremely useful to have because it helps you with some awkward conversions. But anyways, nice round start, and I completely fucking quit out. Okay, that happens. No, okay, right here. Right after this move, Anji, this is a link. After auto guard P or K or whatever this follow-up is, Anji's commonly drop that link. So right here where he tries to link 2P, I would recommend trying to mash out. That's one of those common combo drop points that Slayer has the opportunity to mash like Dandy or BDC during. So just keep a note of that. Take opportunities where you can to fuck people up for dropping combos because it does matter. What do you do? Backdash Fujin? Yeah, he does backdash Fujin. Now this isn't Oki. This you should do Oki where you're able to, but this is just a bit of an awkward scenario, so whatever. Bursting him into the corner is good. We want to keep him there. So you're minus in this scenario. I would not recommend doing 2H after 6P because after 6P on block, you're minus I think like 5. Let me double check Dust Leap real quick. This thing is on, right? Yes, it is. Okay. Just making sure you can hear my beautiful voice, so fucking I'm not yelling in a quiet mic. Fucking anyways. Okay, what is 6P on block? 6P is -1 on block. So if you both mash 2P in this scenario, you lose. Well, Anji has a 4-frame button, right? I'm gonna double check that. I don't know if he has a 4-frame button. Yes, he has 5P. 5P is his 4-frame button, but it's a crouching move. So that's interesting to think of because his 2P is 5 frames. But for now, just keep in mind that you're -1 here, right? 2H in this scenario is 13 frame startup. Let me double check that as well. Yes, 2H is 13 frame startup. 2H is not a good button to push there. Because even if you're trying to low crush, it's like, how do I put this? Just don't mash that 13 frame button when you're at like literally 2P range. He shouldn't have pushed 2S there. He should have pushed like 2P or 5P or something. But whatever. Anyways, I also noticed that when you do 2H, you'll always do 2H twice in a row to like either confirm it or just part of the combo. Don't do that because 2H prorates heavy as fuck. Well, it doesn't prorate, but rather it does guard bar minus, which is functionally very similar, but they are technically different. But I notice you do that a lot. The 2H tech, whatever. Nice pickup off of the 2D. It's the baby Link, which is interesting because I see you hit 6H later, but whatever. Okay, so if you wanted, I'm not sure if you delayed that intentionally. I am not sure. Either way, that's just Fujin doing its thing, whatever. In order to convert that off of 6K, 6K is plus like, we're double checking this. 6K is +6 on hit, +7 on crouching hit which is pretty common to get with it because, you know, it's an overhead. So, off of this hit, you cannot do far slash. I assume, and actually, I should have this on. What are you doing here? Very interesting. Okay. So you input this. Why are you mashing slash here? Are you trying to link this? I don't know if you're trying to link far slash after this, or if you're trying to link close slash. My only guess is that you're trying to link close slash after this because far slash, keep in mind, is 13 frame startup, coincidentally the same as 5H and 2H. Very easy to remember. Close slash is 7 frames. Now I understand if you're trying to do 6K close slash, what a frame. If you're trying to do 6K close slash, first off, you need to be within close slash range because this is obviously not close slash range. 6K pushback is finicky, and Slayer's proximity range for close slash to trigger is actually pretty fucking short. I'm pretty sure that's a character dependent thing. But yeah, if you're gonna hit at this range, do 2K or 2P. Really, you want 2K because that's actually gonna link into 2D. And granted, that's a 2K 6 frame startup. And because this was a standing hit because the Anji was pushing 6K and fucking missed it, that is a 1-frame link. Yeah, it's 6K is +6 on standing hit, and then 2K is 6 frames, so that's going to be a 1-frame link. And if you were crouching, like, you know, someone who was trying to block would, it would be +7, which would make it a 2-frame. But I generally prefer to link 6 or 2P after 6K because it's far easier. But again, if you're going to go for 6K Oki, like forward dash here. Don't walk forward. Run, do not walk. Or map a fight. Or in this scenario, you could K Dandy and then the forward momentum would carry you right in front of him. Generally speaking, if you want more reward, you can run Itzlate under pressure Oki to force that mix up, but against Anji it's a little tougher because, you know, he can blow through stuff with Fujin or 6K. Anyways, I went on a bit of a tangent there, but 6K Oki is literally what I've crouched on for a while, so it's kind of... It's such a good crush, 6K. Anyways, I'm going to move off at this point because I've been here far too long. Also, You autopilot 2K 2S or 2H a lot. Recommend 2K 2S instead, which I also see you do, but I prefer the latter over the former. Nice punish. I'm surprised he had be. Oh, also something to keep in mind during all 5 of these games, every single time this Anji does 6H, this specific move, he always does Fujin right after. In some recent games that I played, I got to slash back that a lot. And granted, that's not something you can just do without some practice. But it's if you know that the Fujin is coming and you're not going to slash back it, you can IB it. Almost. I think you tried to link 2K there. Yeah. You try to link. Don't mash. Stop mashing. Hang on. That was such a good conversion too. When you IAD in JS, I've actually saw Tanabata do that before, which is really funny. Anyways, so you hit him here standing because lol, and then you link CS far slash here. So you can't mash. The thing is, you can mash if you want to. It's +7, right? Okay, so fire slash is +7 on hit. It's one of those ones with an exception. 2K here is a 2-frame link. I would say you should not mash 6K the way or 2K the way that you are. Don't mash. Just get familiar with the timing. Give it like one input. Don't do that. That's not going to help you with your timing. That means you don't have the timing down. That means you have a general idea of the timing and you're trying to finagle it like, oh god, I need to hit this fucking link. And you might have the timing down too, and you might just be mashing next to it, but I would recommend like just hitting training room, going for this link, like just practice this link. Hang on. There we go. Interesting. Does this whiff? Okay, I can't hit this. This is awkward because far slash is an awkward move. It does knock you far back, and knocks the other guy far back. It's an obnoxious move to follow out of. You know, I'm honestly not sure what you should have converted into here, but I am going to move past it anyways. Autopilot the BBU, and then that's an awkward fucking scramble. Whatever. Lol the FRC, and then he doesn't. Wow, I have spent all this time on a single round. You can tack on some more damage here with you can tack on more damage here with like 2K, 2S, 2D. Yeah, I mean you could, but fucking whatever. Not a conversion. Yeah, that's not a combo. Don't do that. Interesting scoop. I like the 5H to catch to I assume target Fujin. Lol. I would not recommend that. The thing about this combo is that yes, you get the combo after. Okay, first off, in this scenario, you should follow up using, let's see, I think 2S, Rising JK, or Close Slash. Because, well, You can do this and then Mappa and then follow up after. That's a little awkward on Anji, though. The thing about this, though, is that because you go into 2H, take a look at the guard bar in the top right corner here. You can't see my mouse, but up right above Anji's name, the little red bar that says that goes down right there on this frame. See how far it goes down? That doesn't look like much, but in the grand scheme of the combo, you're reducing. Basically, avoid using 2H where you can. In this scenario, you would rather go for Mappa or just not go for 5H in the first place. Like, hang on. I am bad at combos. Something like that. But the point is, avoid 2H where you can in combos. It prorates super heavy, and then the reason that really caught my attention was because you do BBU here, this is basically a waste of meter. Like, granted, you're getting the conversion, but in addition to the fact that you could get a knockdown off of this without BBU, like you could just do Rising JK, jump cancel, and then into knockdown. Because you're doing BBU here to convert, you're like wasting that meter because you're not getting much juice out of it. You're not getting damage out of it because at this point you've already prorated the fuck out of your combo 2H. But this further goes back into the same point. And anyways, good conversion after. Would you try to link after this? What are you going for here? What are you going for? Oh, that's definitely 2K2S. Yeah, which is a good idea. Good conversion. Good combo after bite. Very nice. Again, 2H, not my favorite Abare. You IB'd, which is good. Also, something I see a lot, in scenarios where you know you're going to link close slash, do not autopilot fire slash all the time. In this scenario, if I am Anji, I can IB this close slash and then either Fujin or 6K or do whatever. It creates a gap between close slash and fire slash, which I think there already is. I'm not 100% sure about that. But don't autopilot close slash fire slash because close slash is already 0 on block, but because it's 0 on block, you're able to slightly delay the fire slash and actually create like a frame trap out of it, which is pretty fucking dandy. Actually, no. I think close slash fire slash is just inherently a frame trap. But you can go for pressure resets because it's very little pushback, which means you can just do like close slash bite or close slash 2P. Anyways, try not to autopilot too much. Because you asked about neutral and this awkward trade, nah, I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, the thing, I hate Fujin follow-ups. in this situation, I would honestly just back off. Dealing with Fujin follow-ups is a huge pain in the ass for me. This just sort of happens. Again, it's hard to be familiar. He always leads into 6H Fujin. It's hard to figure out like what the how do I explain this? Players like this guy will always just kind of lead into the same thing, and then they'll mix you up, which is what happens. He always leads into 6H Fujin, and then he actually does stuff because Fujin is his thing. You IB that, and then you don't try to IB that. I would recommend always trying to IB the 6H into Fujin, because if you IB this, you can create a gap, which allows you to, like, for example, BDC bite or BDC fucking whatever his Fujin. It gives you more space to do that. I think there's already a gap between 6H Fujin. I'm not sure about that. But, you know what? Let me double check that. Holding up, yeah, there's a gap there because I hold up. I hold up and then it hits me during my jump startup. Right? Okay. So I'd be here. Then I'll hit my jump startup. It's not a super hard slashback. This is much harder to BDC. Okay. So what I was just trying to get familiar with the gap there. The gap there is actually very hard to contest. That can't be more than like 3 or 4 frames of a gap between 6H or Anji 6H and H Fujin. I assume that to be it. Yeah, that's H Fujin based on distance. If you IB, you give yourself more room to BDC or mash out a reversal between that. And in addition to that, that also just gives you more room to push a button between, or it's important to be looking at Anji while he's doing all this bullshit so that you can do those things. But I think you get the gist of what I'm saying. 2H's Oki is weird. I'm not the biggest fan of that. Keep in mind that 2H is only like 1 or 2 frames active. Double check that. 2H is 2 frames active. So I mean, you can kind of do it as a meaty. It's really not your favorite against Anji though. That's gonna blow up the Fujin. You'll probably mistime it and get hit by wake up mash. That's not gonna catch backdash. As a low starter, if they're blocking, sure, why not? But if they block low, you're still -5. They'll just push 2P at this range. If they stand block, sure, but that means they're trying to cover an overhead. So 2H as Oki, I would not recommend. And then again, you did the second 2H because you're just autopiloting. I guess this is just like a combo. Yeah. Because you also did... What is it with this? You did the 2D. Yeah, you're... Well, this is the thing. You mash everything. Yeah, you start mashing, like, before he's even off the screen. Don't mash. Practice. Practice the timing. Don't just mash. Panic 2D, that's my favorite too, I understand. Hilarious Fujin shenanigans. Not a bad frame trap. Almost a conversion. In this scenario, in these scenarios, I think your only combo follow-up is either Dead on Time or K-Mappa. Or like D-Stet Pile Bunker, which is not a conversion you really want to do. That's plus on block, by the way. I think if you do 2D at that range, because you hit this super late, 2D has enough active frames where this will actually end up plus. So in this scenario, you could push like 5K. It pushes back too far to really do much. But you are plus on block. It's good to keep in mind either way. Again, always ends up going into... Well, he didn't do 6-8 that time. He didn't quite telegraph it. Lol. I can't believe this was literally only the first replay. I am being way too long-winded about this. Lol. Again, I would recommend 2P after 6K rather than close slash. Let me double check that. It is a... Oh. Intriguingly enough, 6K non-meaty is +6, which means a close slash won't hit. But in this scenario, let me double check this. If you're gonna do close slash after 6K, it needs to hit meaty, because you're +6 on hit at most. If you're just gonna hit this raw as fuck. Now, granted, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the wake up timing. Whatever. Keep in mind, there's 2 wake up timings, by the way: face down, face up. Anyways, in this scenario, I would just follow up with 2P. 2P is always easier. Just like 2P, 2K, 2D. Still autopiloting the close slash fire slash. 2H is not a bar A. 6P, lol. In scenarios like this, 2S is your friend, where people are just like doing weird jumps directly over your head like this, where you can't quite anti-air. Also, in this case, you can just like dash cancel an air throw, or just H dandy away, dandy K, whatever. Good punish. Good follow up because he mashed throw like a Neanderthal, 6H Fujin, eyeball that timing. What are you doing here? You're mashing 2H? And then you mash 2D. Yeah, 5-8... I don't know what to say about that. And then you totally autopilot the combo and then hit him anyways. I think that's funny. Nice reversal. Bombos. I think you need to do a forward jump there. Yeah, don't do a neutral jump. Otherwise, you'll get pushed further back in a combo. Do a forward jump. Lol. Nice scoop. The classic. Oh, I also noticed that you're only mashing one button when you're air tech mashing. Don't only mash one button. Use all the buttons at your disposal, bro. You bought like multiple buttons on your controller. You better get your money's worth out of them. Don't, because also if you're pushing only one button, you're only getting one input. The point. Plank the buttons together. Just mash them as fast as you can when you're trying to air tech. Don't just only push one button like this. Push them all. Push them like. Well. Okay, well, that's a bit. Anyways, let's pretend that didn't just happen. I'm just going to skip this one. Lol. Could I be? Remember, if you're unsure as to what... If you're in a scramble and both people have whiffed something, no one knows what the fuck is going on anymore, this is hell, and you're gonna mash out Dandy, I would recommend... If you thought you were gonna whiff punish him, Pile Bunker would make sense. If you weren't 100% sure, go with It's Late. In scramble situations, I like to stick with It's Late because it's not a punish on block unless I IB. And more importantly, it's. I'm gonna skip over this. I'm getting very long-winded with this already. I'm gonna try and be a little more succinct here. Again, 2H, not my favorite Azoki. If you're gonna do low Oki, go with something like 2K, 2S, whatever. Again, don't autopilot the 2H, 2H. That's gonna prorate the fuck out of your combo. Weird scramble. Intriguingly, he didn't do... Oh, I also just noticed you got the alien. Anyways. In the background. What is it you try to do here? You try to IB, but you're a little late. But good on you for trying for the wake-up IB. What are you trying to do here? You're mashing H. Yeah. Are you trying to throw or 2H or what? I don't know what you're doing here, but pushing buttons, not a great idea against Oki. Nice punish. You missed the link, but good idea. Again, go for 2P there. Bowl scrambles. Not quite. Almost though. Nice link. I think in this scenario, after this JK, 5H undertow is, I think, more damage. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's more damage than 2S JK into the stuff you do here. But this combo is still great. Minus the fact that you dropped it, but whatever, it happens. Remember that you can always fucking D-step pile bunker people. And that if you get the frame perfect timing off of D-step pile bunker, you can trade and it's functionally like a DP. Which is very useful against butterfly Oki. Even more useful if you have 50 meter and you can do that FB pile bunker after the dandy. Difficult to do and very expensive. It's literally a super for 50% meter, but useful. Especially against this guy who's just fucking pushing buttons willy-nilly. Mashing buttons after air tech, a little awkward, but whatever. I'm surprised that D-set didn't work. Wait. Or are you mashing after this? Yeah, you were mashing crosswise. Crosswise is not fully invuln. If you want to use D-step as a Shoryuken or a DP, do your best to mash pile bunker after. That timing will save you. Oh, you totally tried to do it too. You messed up the timing, but good idea. And then, yeah, you get bugged. Interesting option. Again, 2K 2H is not with the combo. William ready to follow up there. Good BDC after 6P. Nice throw. Nice cross up Oki. Good combo. Almost a good combo. Again, bad combo, although I think the follow... You know, it's funny. This is still a fun combo. It's a good combo. It's just also, like... How do I phrase it? It's a stylish combo, but it's not a good combo. Also, it's obviously a black P, whatever. Again, 2P there. What an entertaining Anji combo. Again, after that, do like Rising JK. Lol. That's throwing bomb. Fujin H. Almost. You could have done like, I think 5k K-Mappa there. Again. Watch Anji. Look at the other guy as much as you can, preferably more than yourself while you're playing. Because if you do, you'll notice that all this guy has, all this fucking Anji has is 6H Fujin. Or like 6H Kai, or like, if he's really feeling zesty, he'll do like 2H or 2S Fujin. Rather than 6H Fujin. He's autopiloting the same string so much that it drives me crazy, because in this scenario, I would go for as many slashbacks or IBs as possible, because they're being so predictable with their timings. Granted, the mix-up after Fujin is actually a pain in the ass, but you don't if you're getting forced in that scenario every time, it's because he's starting it the same way. Sometimes I'll just get hit by Kai though, but whatever. So it begins the scrambles. He hits OTG. Nice air attack. That's sick. Love the reversal. You love to see it. Almost a combo. Bull. I hate watching this. I hate looking at that. It's such a bad combo. And then again. Hang on, was that meaty? No, it was not meaty. Again, 2P here. Almost. And then, once more, mash here. Mash something here. Mash D-Stat, mash BDC, mash Dandy, mash 2P for, no, not 2P. He's trying to push a button after. But, again, Anjis will commonly drop the link here. Unless they're good. Almost got the link. Nice. And if that didn't kill, and he was still on the ground, 2H is usually the button that I see used for OTG kills. And it served me well. Awkward. Nice punish. Almost. Sadly, 2S, 2H is not the most reliable Gatling. In that scenario, if it's a block string and you're unsure if it's going to hit, then go for like P Mappa. Or if you know it's going to hit and you've already hit confirmed it, just go for like 2D, or if you have Meteor, go for dead on time FRC. Again, IB or slash back here because he's being very predictable. Didn't get the link, but okay. Nice throw. 6K. Anji 6K, the one where he, you know, shoves his boot up your ass right there. The one that you just saw. Sorry, I just get distracted by something. His 6K on block is -10. Right here. This is 6K on G6K. Now, granted, he also has a Gatling option to 3P, which is his overhead, but that is that also has no options after and is 0 on block. The point is, this on block, I think you can just straight up punish, especially if he doesn't cancel it because he's trying to do fucking auto guard follow ups after it. Lol dust. In any scenario where he's going to use dust, by the way, you can do like a million things against it. Don't you? If you get hit by this root, it has auto guard though. It's a pain in the ass. Huge gap though. Good BDC out, but the 2D was a little. Okay. Yeah, nice. Good combo after. Yeah, take the corner. Okay. Double cross up. Missed the link, but that's fine. Nice D-set crosswise. Yeah, another one. Let there be two. Good crosswise. Crosswise, the god anti-air. Okay. This has been very long-winded, so I'm going to stop here. I hope that this has been helpful, but I will admit that this was a little disorganized.